Okay, hopefully this is working. I was gonna, yeah, quickly check OBS so that my mic is recording stuff. Okay, so before we get into this video, I've trolled myself 2 times now. On Saturday, I made a video about device and, um, yeah, on Dust 2. In fact, we can look at it quickly. Yeah, I made a video about device in this map in the lower bracket final on the decider map, and device drops like 29 frags here, 29 and 15, and he has a really good game and kind of carries for the series. 73 frags for the series to make it to the final over G2, and it was a really good game. But my mic was muted for the whole recording, so I didn't uh, realize. And then when I finished it and I started to upload, I went back and watched it back like I normally do, just to make sure. And yeah, there was, it was just the game audio. So I just recorded another video. I thought I had fixed the problem. I thought I had unmuted my mic for this video, and we just watched Dexter on Nuke, the full game, and it turns out the exact same thing happened. So I've just trolled myself 2 times, and I'm a little bit upset about it. Anyway, I, I can't make, in the end, I didn't upload anything on Saturday because I was just, tilted at myself and I thought, oh, stuff it. But I gotta redo this one because it was a really good game and it was the grand final, Mouz versus NIP, and it's Dexter on Nuke making some good calls, and I'm gonna redo the video basically. So I've already watched this demo, but we're doing it again. This time, yeah, this time with the mic working, hopefully. Well, not hopefully. I know it's working because I just checked OBS. But yeah, into the pistol round. Dexter with the util throws the smoke. Turn on X-ray, just quickly. And 2 nice headshots, you know. That really reminds me of a Carrigan pistol round, actually, from when he, you know, throwing the util, getting the frags, everything. Just, and he has another awesome pistol round on CT side. So yeah, 2 good pistol rounds, and overall just a good performance by Dexter. And so this time we don't have the Half-Life Advanced Effects POV mod. We've got the X-ray on, we've got the mini-map on, because we want to analyze the cooling, the mid-round calls, as Dexter's the in-game leader for Mousesports, and we want to get an idea of what kind of calls he's making, what kind of reads is he picking up on, is he reading the rotations, and there was one round where I think he makes maybe a bad call, but he also has a nice clutch round where he makes some very nice reads on the rotations. So the NIP force wise just countered with another upper take. And they don't really have the guns or the util to hold it, and it ends up being pretty easy. And they keep 3 alive in this round. I guess that is a benefit of already watching, is I know when we can safely fast forward through the round, because I know there's no more action. I think I'm normally pretty good about remembering and kind of getting the feel for when to fast forward, so I don't fast forward through a kill or through something interesting. But I know I did do one time accidentally fast forward through a kill in my Frozen video. Anyway, eco round, double molly in front of the vents, and we kill ZTR. Hampus kills Rops right there, and we're into the 2v1. So Hampus is rotating around to Heaven. He's actually going to get some damage off onto Dexter here. Drops him to 4 HP. But the bomb's not planted for him. And Hampus goes and saves the Galil. And so they got the full buy now. They get the 3-0 advantage from the pistol round win. Outside smokes, outside take. And in my Frozen video, you see, you would have seen that Frozen likes to play that spot there. He played it a couple times when he was holding outside by himself. And I'll put a link up in the top right for that video, in case you haven't seen it. But they spot Device, Device takes a shot, but whiffs it. But like I said in that video, it's very hard to get more than one. You can normally catch one unawares, but once you catch him, like, you can't, there's no really safe place to fall back. And a really nice 2v3 played there by Aco and Dexter. They group up, they spot the guy coming from secret. 8-core does a good job of just killing the guy coming vent so that they don't get double peeked. And then Dexter's just able to trade. And then Rez, you know, he has to tap the bomb, and that's when he opens the door to kill Rez. And like, he's got to tap the bomb and then adjust his crosshair up, and Dexter can be like, he would have got the info that he's by the double doors, but he could have rotated to control. Could be anywhere, and even though he doesn't move, he just peeks, and it's just a very well played, fundamentally sound way to play that. So this is the round where I think Dexter makes a bit of a misplay. They get 4 down to secret without losing any like HP, and they had the smokes up. So now he's spotted outside. Hampus, as you can see on the X-ray right now, is already in the site. But what you can also see on the X-ray is the other 4 players are still on the A site. And so I guess it's a bit of a misplay here, where they actually go back up into the stack, where if they had known that it was just Hampus down there, it would have been an easy round just to take the B-bomb site and win from there. But I guess NIP didn't really have much of an idea what was going on, and maybe Dexter kind of overcomplicated the call there, thinking that maybe maybe NIP had a better idea of what was happening and had made the appropriate rotation. But because we have the advantage of X-ray, we know that that wasn't the case. Flash into garage here. Device playing this very safe angle, but Frozen actually can't trade, and ZTR saves him. And once Device stays alive, the round kind of falls apart there. Yeah, you really think with Device playing that real safe corner, like he's holding the angle with the AWP, so it should be just one and done, as he's got to like rechamber another shot. But yeah, unfortunately, Frozen doesn't really trade, and the round falls apart. So the 4-spy round here, Armadig and 1 AK for Rops. This kind of smoke play. Just spamming the smoke with the deagle, hopefully someone's close, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to really analyze. You just kind of hope that Dexter knows what he's doing, knows where he is in the smokes. Yeah, and sometimes it'd be like that. You just run out. And you just look in all the wrong places. This is the full eco, I think. Yep, full eco round. So ninjas, yeah, maybe some lucky rounds that allowed ninjas back into the game. But it's really the Mousesports who are the better team. They're making all the reads. They seem to get into the bomb sites pretty easily. And it just looks like NIP, they're a bit slow on the rotations, not fully understanding maybe what's going on, who should be where, where the T's can be. And they lose 2 on the outside cross. We've got BMS with his saved AK from the previous 4-spy round. And it's just Plopsky. And Hampus was tagged low at the start of the round. And Plopsky gets nothing. And you can see Hampus is on the ramp with red HP, but he can't really help. Like, he's 2 HP. So he can't really assist. One in the vent, and Device you can see is coming from secret. But a good pickup by BMAS with the saved AK to kill him for free, and now it's a 3v3 with bomb down. And Hampus with 2 HP. I mean, Hampus does get Dexter, but the bomb's so far ticked that it's kinda like not much more you can do there. Like, it's almost borderline safe, but I mean, Rez gets away with an AK. But they drop 4. Device still has his AWP. But that was pretty much a full eco round, except for the saved AK on BMAS. And you see what I'm talking about, where they, like, yes, Plopsky was rotated onto the side, But Hampus was still at the ramp and he couldn't really assist. And Plopsky just goes down to the deagle of Dexter. And the round falls apart like that. Maybe a few things to work out on Nuke for the ninjas. So now they've drawn Plopsky away from the ramp so they can take it for free. Frozen Erupts gets 2 kills and it's a 4v1. There's not much, you can do as Plopsky. You just got to try and save. He picks up the AWP. Decides better than to fight Dexter here. Kills Acor in the ramp, in the trophy room, picks up his AWP. And he kills Dexter as well. And he manages to save the AWP. But the rest of the buy not so good, and then they're going to go for the outside smokes again. But it's a fake. ZTR up close. Dexter's going to be on the entry. Jumps around the corners. ZTR actually does a good job getting one there. And it's a 2v2. Now it's a... Okay. Sorry. It was a 3v2. Now it's a 2v1. But... Oh, device. Big clutch round. Acor was kind of ready for it too, but... Device picking him with the AWP and he's just too good. Looked kind of insane, that second kill as well, from BMS's point of view. And now we just eco round. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, unfortunate that's not a backstab. He cops a dink from the ramp push, but he doesn't even care. He just runs through the smoke. Cops a dink for 3 HP damage, so... Now on the 2v2, yep. Now the 2v1, and this was a really well played round by Dexter. So Device was just in Annex, but he's now rotated around to Heaven, and Hampus, you can see, he's ramp, so he can... Because they've left the vent open, the obvious thing is the vent drop to B, so he's ready for any sound cue that he's on the B side. Spots Device, they spot each other. And that forces Device into the site now. And Hampus kind of starts rotating towards... You can see, now he's a bit indecisive. He decided to rotate to A, because Device dropped into the side, thinking that he'd come up secret to the A. And good awareness just to know that... Yeah, just really well played. Good awareness to know the Device could have dropped down and you know, like rotated down the vent, And then also catches a really good timing onto Hampus as he's dropping the smoke. And that's just a really good understanding of the situation and the rotations that were happening. And Hampus probably again makes a mistake. I don't think he should have budged. Just you gotta trust Device in that situation to hold the upper site. And just retake it if he gets the bomb down on A. But giving up the lower site like that, allowing the plant, makes life way more difficult. Because yeah, Device now has to rotate down with the AWP. Definitely some work to be done on the CT side nuke for the Ninjas. But like I said in well, in the video I recorded of this game, but you won't have seen because I muted myself accidentally, but what I said to myself effectively is that I'm really impressed with the Ninjas even making it this far. I thought they played a really good game, really good tournament, and I was really surprised with how quickly they've bedded in Device into the roster. Like even in my initial video on his debut, which I'll put a link to in the top right little information thing, it looked a little bit disjointed, the T side. Like he played pretty well, but it just seemed they seemed to be playing so cohesively so quickly, and sometimes it's quite hard to. You get a kind of bit of a grace period when you put in a new player. I know for like Dexter, it took a while even just to start fragging like he has. But yeah, Device, I mean, Device is a very experienced player, very good player. And while there are some issues, like maybe, like I don't think this core of the Ninjas have played Nuke that much. They don't seem to be a team that likes Nuke all that much. They much prefer Mirage and Overpass, and even Train and Dust seem to be their kind of maps. So this is just the USP's eco round for the Ninjas. And Dexter gets to farm a bit here. But yeah, the Mousesports, they really had an advantage in the veto, because Mousesports like Overpass, and because they play all 7 maps, they're able to ban Mirage, which I thought would be the case in in the video which you didn't see. I speculated a bit about the veto on Dust when I was watching Device on Dust, and I thought, yeah, where would they go, the Ninjas? I thought they'd probably go Overpass, and that Mouz would either ban Dust or Mirage, and they did end up banning Mirage. So, like, really left the Ninjas with either picking Overpass, which Mousesports like, or Dust, which I guess Mousesports don't like as much. Okay, ZTR catches a good timing on the lobby push, and they actually managed to win this last round of the half. But yeah, I think their more comfort pick was definitely Overpass, and it was really smart because I think um, like Overpass is a really good map. I mean, I think the whole veto just favored Mousesports. I think it was always going to, just with how good Mousesports have looked on every map, and NIP with a new roster. They have looked a little shaky on some maps. They have looked good on maps though too. Was very impressed with their play on Dust. Yeah, prepare yourself for some really nice headshots. Ooh, dead. And deleted. And one more. Just a little fadeaway to Blopsky's brain. One for the road. Gets the triple key, the 3-piece and the pistol. That's 2 nice pistol rounds from Dexter. We're 15 and 9. It's 10-6. The team's dominating. And we're about to lock it down on the CT side. M4, second round. We've got the ninjas with the force buy, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't say obviously, but they do tend to force buy on the second round no matter what. And if you thought that the CT side of the ninjas nuke was pretty shaky, get ready for their T side. The T side, they don't get anything going. That's that behind sight, the back sight molly that Tessa's throws on Heroic. I don't know if he's the one, like if they're the team that introduced that molly, but it's pretty common for all teams to throw that. Back of the sight. Anyway. Yeah, Tessa's is where I learnt. Well, is where I learnt it from, because I saw him throwing it for Heroic quite often. Dexter gets one on the eco round. Now we've got the full buy. Oh yeah, this is the silo nade. I'll just... Yeah, you see Rez took a heap of damage. So, as you probably saw in my Frozen video, you can see that players like to hang out in this silo thing. Even if they're not peeking into the yard, they can sit here and just kind of lurk, throw a smoke. Frozen throws a smoke like that you can do this kind of smoke lineup, like these smokes for the cross. And so what Dexter is throwing is from there, or more closer to where Rez is. But yeah, he's throwing from the rafters here. And yeah, they chunked up. Rez is coupled with a couple nades from out here onto the silo. And it's just some good util damage at the start of the round. I think he throws it one more time, so I'll show you how it goes, or you can just watch the video over again. And nice flash and nice 2 kills. Plopsky probably should have traded that. But yeah, that's kind of just how it's going. For the Ninjas. Even if he did trade it, I don't think there was any chance of the round win. Here's lots of footsteps towards the ramp, and Rops has already killed 2. Frozen kills 2 more. And Hampus does 1 dig Dexter. Oh yeah, okay. So he breaks the skylight. And it goes like that. Aims at the lamp. And explodes just on top of the silo. There's some pretty decent nade damage. And most defaults in Nuke, like I said, generally have an outside player and and there is, you know, an outside player as part of their default. They can sit on top of silo. It's not pretty common for us, at least one player to be up there at the start of most rounds. On to match point. Have a quick look at the buy. And it's not great. So they've thrown the outside smokes. Hampers has got down to secret. Dexter's kind of responded to that by rotating down early, but now he rotates back up all silently, so they don't get any sound cues. 2 with the M4, 1 with the USP, and it's over just like that. Okay, so Nuke 21 and 10 plus 11, very impressive. 59 and 44 overall for the series. And that was their first map that they lost in the whole tournament. The 2-0 Fnatic, 2-0 Big, 2-0 Australis, 2-0 G2, 2-1 NIP. Pretty impressive run. And very exciting for the future. I may even do another video from this tournament, maybe of Rops or Acor. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks to Mousesports and Dexter and the boys for winning Flashpoint 3. And I'll catch you in the next video.